Hi, yeah, I'm calling to get a quote on a jib.
Sure, how many days do you need it for?
Yeah, I believe we're going to be shooting for 15 days.
So, are you saying you would need the gym every day?
Ooh, no, I don't think we're going to need it for that long.
So, what does your day out of days report state?
Day out of days? What's up, my Diversity and Cinema Academy fam? I'm Theta Catalan, and this is the place to be if you're an aspiring filmmaker, video creator, and screenwriter. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 major factors that can impact your film budget. So let's get into it. The first thing impacting your budget is the length of film. The screenplay length impacts the number of shooting days you will need. For example, most screenplays are between 90 and 120 pages. Now, if you have a 120 page script, it will require more shooting days. And that leads me to the second factor that affects your budget. How many days you will need to shoot the film. For instance, they shoot 3 to 5 pages a day on bigger budget films, and sometimes even fewer pages if it's a huge action sequence. So for the sake of math, let's just go with 5 pages a day, okay? If you divide 120 pages by 5, you would need 24 shooting days, which can be quite costly if your coins aren't up, okay? Now, for a micro budget or ultra low budget film, most are shot within 10 to 15 days. Some makers have done it in even less time. I mean, Tyler Perry shot A Fall from Grace in 5 days. 5 days are tough to do unless you have a well-oiled machine backing you. Plus, if you're trying to shoot a film that fast, you can lose a lot of production value, which impacts your bottom line. A return on investment, okay? So for micro budget and ultra low budget films, you should aim for a screenplay with no more than 90 pages. That means you would need to shoot a minimum of 6 pages a day to have a 15-day shooting schedule. Obviously, you'll have to increase the page count for each day if you decide to shoot your film in 10 days. Now, to do this efficiently, you would need to shoot a contained film. A contained film is when you limit the number of locations to 1 or 2 and have a minimal cast. I discussed this topic more in the film crew breakdown video. Check it out next if you want to learn more about contained films. If you want me to dedicate a video solely to breaking down precisely what a contained film is and how it can benefit you, let me know in the comments section, okay? Oh, and if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button, y'all, and turn on your notifications so you won't miss any of the content I will be providing for you. Now, I would love it if you could help me reach my goal for the second quarter of 2022, which is to gain 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I will be forever grateful, okay? So the next factor affecting the budget is the production workflow. You will need to create a schedule for development, pre-production, production, and post-production workflow so that everything can move efficiently with no lag times. Lag times mean that you may end up paying more for personnel and equipment. Plus, lag times mean an even longer time to get a return on investment. And ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, most new filmmakers focus on the shooting schedule for production, but forget all about all the other production phases. Don't let that be you, okay? Now, in the organizing your project video, I discuss a great tool you can use to manage your project workflow and efficiency. Using a project management software like Asana is especially useful in the production development phase. Asana helps you build a project plan that defines your project goals, milestones, and objectives by outlining essential tasks and due dates. If you want to learn more about this free, I say free software, be sure to check out that video. Now, for production, you would need production management software such as Movie Magic or Gorilla that will help you create a shooting schedule that will automatically generate a day out of days report. A day out of days report, commonly known as a DOOD report, is a chart that marks which cast members are needed on a particular particular day of shooting and for how long. The production software also creates day out of day reports for equipment, vehicles, locations, and props. The production team uses the day out of day reports and the shooting schedule when creating a budget for the film. Okay? This report can help you easily convey to vendors how many days you will need equipment and on which day you need it. For that jib, y'all. Now, this leads me to the next factor affecting the budget, which is equipment and supplies. You will need to coordinate with key department heads about the equipment and supplies they will need to accomplish the director's vision. Okay. Now, the next thing you need to consider in your budget is your production office, locations, and base camp, which is where your trailers, vehicles, and staging area will all be set up. All of these can be huge expenses, so be sure to allocate a sufficient amount of sums accordingly. And last but definitely not least, the cast and crew are the remaining factors that affects your budget. This is one of the most significant factors affecting your budget. As I mentioned earlier, a contained script that has minimal cast and crew can help ease budget constraints. The day out of days report can also help you determine how many days you will need talent on set. It's vital to schedule key talent consecutively on the shooting schedule so that you can shoot them out. The more time they are just resting in a hotel, the more money it will cost you. Of course, there are many other budgeting factors. However, these are the key factors that will most impact your budget. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know in the comments section what was your favorite part of this video. Oh, and if you made it this far and haven't hit the subscribe button, then what are you waiting for? Okay? Please do it now. Ding. And do it, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you won't miss any of the great content I'll be providing for you. And if you missed the organizing your project video, check it out now. Also, be sure to follow Diversity in Cinema Academy on Instagram, where I provide even more great tips. If you want even more resources, head on over to Diversity in Cinema Academy's website and sign up for my newsletter, where you will gain access to a production checklist plus a free webinar about the filmmaking process. It's like a boot camp, y'all. Get on that. So again, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.